Oh, wait. All right, go. Start again.
My name is William Petty.
I'm Marquis Jackson.
Savella.
Cetha Walker.
And I'm Gavin French, and today we're going to be talking about the resource of health and wellness at MCC. Health and wellness, what is this resource for? Health and wellness is for people who would like to live a healthy lifestyle, such as, you got to change the thing. So hold on. So such as the healthy lifestyle, like staying in shape, eating right, treating your body right, anything to really like take care of you, or how you want to take care of yourself, you want to learn. For people who want to learn how to do it on or off campus, there's resources at MCC, at McLean Community College, and there's other at college that have this resource. But it will help with that. It will all help with that for you to learn on how to learn health and wellness at your local area. Can't change it. The location of this, you can go to the McLennan community, the McLennan homepage, and on the homepage there's a search bar right under athletics, and all you gotta do is just type in health and wellness or anything that you're looking for. This will get you to your subject faster on what you're looking for, but health and wellness is real easy to look up. Looking it up will show what NCC has on campus for students. It shows what you're looking for, or where the things are located that you want to be in or learn about. And there's a weight room, there's a track for you, and there's also a MCC community clinic that can help you look into the health and wellness more. Okay.
I bet. And when you think about health and wellness on a college campus, or just health and wellness in general, first thing you're going to think about is exercise. And what better place to get exercise in than a weight room? In the weight room, you can find it in the mathematics and wellness building, slash the fitness building, over by the parking lot, right next to the left of the Mac building, and it's below the walkway bridge in room 119. And in the weight room, in the picture, you can see all types of equipment that can help, a variety of things like a yoga ball, you got a yoga mat, elliptical, weight benches. So it's really applicable to anybody that wants to join in, get fitness in, exercise in, get their health together. But the weight room only has 3 requirements: that every time you come in and out, that you sign in and out, which is a reasonable requirement, and don't come if you're sick, which is pretty much common sense, but it's still on the MTC website. They ask that if you not feeling well or you've been diagnosed with anything, do not come in and do not risk the health and safety of your classmates. Last requirement that they ask is that you wipe down equipment before and after you use, which is pretty much a universal gym thing, but they still ask you wipe down everything before and after, so you can also protect your classmates, not risk their health or anything like that. And to compare it to another college's weight room, down at TSTC, they have a fitness center, which is called the Marcus Waller Jr. Facility. And to compare it, I asked somebody that's been to MCC and TSTC, who's a close friend of mine, to compare them. And they said that MCC's weight room is much more spacious. They have much more equipment, and it's better facilitated. Oh, good. All right, and also, to get cardiovascular work in, we have a walking track that's located up on the corner of 19th and Powell by the intersection. And the length of the track is a quarter mile. You make 4 laps around the track, it equals up to 1 mile. They have a signpost out there that signals that. And the requirements for the walking track is that there are no requirements. That's one of the best parts about it. It's open to the public and it's a spot for the community to come together. You can meet new people up down there while you're walking the track. You can meet up with your friends, have a little activity, do whatever you want to do out there. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about the community clinic at MCC. So basically, the community clinic is a partnership between McLennan Community College and the Family Health Center. The Family Health Center operates this primary care center for college students and employees at MCC, and also people in the community that live in McLennan County. It's located on 4601 North 19th Street. The phone number is 254-313-5800. And it has a lot of services that can help with anybody that needs any type of advanced care when it comes to health or wellness. And it has about 9 services that they do, and some of our like sports physicals. They do lab services and chronic illness, acute illness, and they do well woman exams, well child exams. And it's basically like just a mini hospital for the people of the community of McLennan. And it gives students a sense of like help on campus if they can't reach out and go to one of the bigger hospitals like Baylor Scott and White, and it just lets somebody know that you're always there for them on campus. And when they don't have the resources outside or probably a way to get to the outside resources, they can just come on campus and get looked at by a professional and by somebody that's trained to do this and that went to school to do it. You go to the next slide. So I know a couple guys that go to Navarro and they play sports at Navarro Community College down in Corsicana, Texas. And I'm just comparing the two health centers. And the reason I chose Navarro to compare it to MCC is because after doing some research, I realized that not a lot of these community colleges have community clinics, such as like Temple and Hill College. The colleges near us, they don't really have the services that we have, and Navarro is the only one that came close. And the thing that stood out to me was that even though Navarro has one more service than MCC, they the services at MCC are more broad, and they can cover more things that you might need than at Navarro. And there are 6 type of payments accepted at MCC versus Navarro. On their website, they clearly stated they only take cash, debit, or credit, and those are the only payment options you may use. They both accept a lot of insurances, but MCC was the only one to offer a discount program to their students and the people of their community. Such as Navarro, they didn't have any discounts available. So that might help a student that doesn't have the funds to maybe deal with anything if they don't have insurance. And as I know personally from having surgery over the last couple of years, the discounts with insurance, it helps because after your copayment with insurance, you still owe some money, and McLennan offering those discounts may help a student just get by a little, if may cover the other part of what the insurance doesn't cover. That's it about the community clinic.
Okay, I kind of like piggybacked off of what Marquis said. Like I kind of went into more detail. So the community clinic provides immunizations, and so there was a research on Statista, and John Eflin said there was about 22 million kids in college in 2018. And so he explained that moving away, you're open to new health risk and why it's important to be up to date on your immunizations because you're around in a whole different environment. So you want to make sure you're keeping yourself healthy and everyone around you also. So another thing is there's like the meningitis is a main immunization that I think most colleges require because it's a deadly disease in your brain. So it's best to like be up to date on that. So, because it's easily transmitted from like classrooms, and then like in hallways, you can easily get it. And so, if you're like living in a dorm, you know, if you just walk in the hallway with someone that has it, you could easily get it. And so, another important thing to get from the community clinic is the annual checkups. And so, the benefits of an annual checkup, you know, if you go in, you can try to prevent something before it gets worse. And like another thing, like an example would be like type 1 diabetes. You know, in our age, like college age, it's very common to like get type 1 diabetes. So if you don't know you have it and you don't go to the doctor, um, you know, you have to be treated for that, and you could end up dying from not going to the doctor. And so also what Marquis was saying, you know, they accept insurances, you know, and have financial discounts or aid. So hopefully you can apply for it if you're worried about money. And it also gives like your parents a peace of mind that you're taking care of yourself. You know, they're not like trying to worry about you. You know, you're up to date on your things. And it kind of just knows that it like helps them know that you're taking care of yourself and you're growing up. And so, yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to be talking about the eating habits on most college campuses. For most college students, they skip meals, they barely eat during the mornings, and it causes severe anxiety, and sometimes it just like drops their performance levels in classes or just paying attention altogether. And then I read an article at Sam Houston that showed that most students tend to eat more off campus and eat more fast foods and less vegetables and fruits, just because of like how much more foods cost on campus than it does off campus. And in some colleges, the prices in the bookstore and snack shop could be like, say, maybe $1 or $2 more than, say, like a 79-cent bagel or something at a gas station, which could sometimes hurt and like severely mess up, say, the students' feelings of like, oh, I don't have enough money, or just try to do better, I guess. And then also at MCC, we have a thistle shop, and it's located in the MAC right by the bookstore. And for the most part, the prices are pretty reasonable, and sometimes they'll help you out. I know I've had certain situations where like I needed like a couple cents more, and they'll help you out, and the faculty is very great there. And then they also have the cafe that's in the library, or it's right below the library, right next to like the LPC. And they're very reasonable as well. And yeah. And then the next slide is all of the sources cited. And yeah.
So in like a review of our whole presentation, we all covered the health and wellness that you can obtain on the MCC campus. So we talked about the weight room, the running track, the health center, and eating habits, and the community clinic. And I think it's just a good thing to have on campus with all of these, just because even though you're away from home, and it may be some people's first time away from home. I know I'm from Chicago, and people from all different places. It just kind of gives you a sense of home away from home, because you know you're still taken care of, and you're still looked after, even though you're so far away from home, and even although this may be your first time being away from your parents. I think that's really good for a young 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid to have that sense of like encouragement to do better and to keep their health and wellness up. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to our presentation.